Oh, nurse, Mr. Grumpy. Huh? See what I mean? Mr. Men, Australia, episode 4, Mr. Grumpy. It was a lovely summer evening, and in another staying house, Mr. Grumpy was at home. He sat down in an armchair and picked up a book. And then, do you know what he did? He tore the pages out of it. Every one. Mr. Grumpy can't stand books. He has a shocking bad temper. In fact, he's quite the most bad-tempered person you can imagine. Grumpy Ben name, and even more grumpy Ben name. I would like to meet someone always feeling grumpy. The following morning, he was out in his garden pulling up flowers. He couldn't stand pretty flowers growing in his garden. But out of the corner of his eye, he saw the figure. "Good morning," said Mr. Herbert. "Good," said Mr. Grumpy. "What's good about it?" "But," said Mr. Herbert. "But nothing," went on Mr. Grumpy. "Get out of my garden." "I beg your pardon," said Mr. Herbert. "You heard me," snapped Mr. Grumpy. "Go away." "I say," laughed Mr. Herbert, "you're a bad-tempered fellow." "Humph," grunted Mr. Grumpy. "And," went on Mr. Herbert, "bad-tempered fellows need to change their ways." "Rubbish," retorted Mr. Grumpy. He went and told his house, deliberately stepping on Mr. Herbert's foot as he passed him. "Ouch!" said Mr. Herbert. Bang! went the door of the staying house as Mr. Grumpy slammed it behind him. Mr. Herbert just stood there looking not quite so happy as he normally does. His foot hurt. He thought, and thought, and thought some more. And then he had an idea. He smiled and went to see Mr. Tickle. Mr. Herbert told Mr. Tickle of his idea of how to get Mr. Grumpy to change his ways. And Mr. Tickle grinned the sort of grin that goes from, "Yeah, tall, yeah. That is, if your head is, which he doesn't. Oh, he grinned, rubbing the hands at the end of those extraordinarily long arms of his together. That sounds fun. I wonder what Mr. Tickle and Mr. Hepburn are planning. Uh-oh, the picture's got 1 minute. Better get it charged. If it's charged, sort of, you'll have to move around at the charger cord. See? That afternoon, Mr. Crumpet went to station shops, shopping. He went to the Bradford station shop, cropped for some apples. He was about to come out of the shop. Something appeared from the shop doorway. It was an extraordinarily long arm belonging to, well, all can guess what they belong to, can't you? An extraordinarily long arm of Mr. Tickles came in for the door and across the shop, up to Mr. Gumption, and tickled him. Oh! Squeaked Mr. Gumption in alarm, dropping his apples. Looking round to see what had happened. But could he see anything? He could not. Uh-oh, he's coming here to the Puffing Billy station shop. He picked up his apples and went to Puffing Billy shop. He connected the other caution mark. But as he was about to leave, guess what happened? Oh! Screamed Mr. Grumper, dropping his gorge. He just could not understand what was happening. It went on all afternoon. Done, Mr. Tickle. On his way home, he met Mr. Hepburn. Hello, said Mr. Hepburn. Having a nice day? Get out of my way, snapped Mr. Grumper, before they kick you. But almost before the words had passed his lips, the extraordinarily long arm of Mr. Tickles appeared from behind the tree and tickled him yet again. He jumped in the air and dropped his gorge, shopping yet again, and fell over. Mr. Hepburn looked down at Mr. Grumper naked mid all of the gorge. I think he laughed, if you were to change your ways and not be quite so bad-tempered quite so often, this sort of thing may not happen to you quite so often. Grunted Mr. Grumpy. He picked up his gourds again and went home to the house. But all Peter had said, because he very definitely did not like what had happened to him that afternoon. Mr. Hepburn and Mr. Tickle laughed and shook hands. And so, after that, Mr. Grumpy did say not to be quite so bad-tempered quite so often. And the more he tried, the less he found he was tickled. So he tried more and more. And these days, he's become quite a changed person. Where only the other evening, he picked up a book, and do you know what? He only just tore on one page. End of Mr. Men Australia.